So not only does she have that, but now she's got cousin Nolan as well pitching for us. Charles Adderley is here. What is up, Charles? Frank's here. What up, Frank? Greetings, PAS. Let's go, Mets. Keep the focus. Charles telling everybody to hit that like button on the way into the live stream broadcast. Ernesto's here saying good evening, everyone. Let's go, Mets. Put the grimaces in the chat. Danny's back saying lifelong Mets fan here, and I was looking for play-by-play YouTuber. I was sent here from JJ's channel. Let's go. Danny, I think you've been in here before, no? Thanks to our guy for play-by-play with JJ. He's a great Philadelphia live streamer. Does all the Phillies, Eagles, and Sixers games. Jackson's here saying LFGM. Hi, everybody. Charles says he's great. Bud is back saying, let's go, Mets. Keep the streak going. Hayden's back saying hello. Athena's back saying hello. Let's go, Mets, says Hayden. Yep, stopped by once before and subbed. You Sure is back saying hi, family. Let's go, Mets. Oh, our guy Fitzy, no Red Sox game tonight, but Fitzy will be live doing the Yankees-White Sox game. I know Fitzy's Red Sox are fighting for that #1 wild card spot right now in the American League, but also they're only like 4 games behind Toronto. So let's make sure we're good to go on all the sides here. Good to go on the vertical side. Darren's here on the playback side. What's up, Darren? So awesome stuff over the Philly series, everybody. Some of our streams, some of our baseball streams this year are competing with our NFL numbers that we did last year. So Charles says, feel inspired to join in the chat. You're welcome to do so at any time, respectfully. Let's go, Charles. Charles letting them know early. I believe Nolan can be an ace pitcher for the Mets. The kid's very impressive. Dino, very impressive. 3-0, 0.89 ERA. And it's not like he's faced bad offenses. The Mariners, the Braves, and the Phillies. And he's given up 2 runs. You Sure says Braves up 3-0 already on the Phillies. Let's go. LFGM, hello, let's go. What's up, James? Frank saying tap that like and subscribe button. So what was our number last night? I think we're at 74. Let's see, 33 was our official number. Frank and Carla said 27 and 31. So we outperformed that. Awesome stuff. Eric Hill saying LFGM. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments, says Charles. Crazy Sniffable is back saying good evening, everyone. Gina's back saying greetings, Mr. and Mrs. PAS Nation. Mrs. PAS is sitting out on the patio again. Book. Problem is it's starting to get dark early now, so she'll be in a little bit. Let's go, Mets. Frank with the 28 and 31 again. Joe Wirt is back saying tagging in, Sir John, ready for the fish fry. 28 and 31, says Frank. Let's go. Danny says, I am from New Jersey. My teams are the Giants, Knicks, Mets, and Devils. I don't believe in having 2 teams in the same sport. I agree. I am also originally from New Jersey, live in Pennsylvania now. But I am a Jets, Mets, and Flyers fan. I picked all teams when I first started watching sports in the mid-'80s. All those teams were good, so I think that's... Well, not so much the Jets, because the Giants won the Super Bowl. But the Jets made the playoffs that year. Hayden Coleman says, I think Juan Soto's going to hit a home run. Tonight, or... Yo, Ronnie's here putting cookies in the chat. Let's go. Yo, there's Sharon. Once again, Sharon, thank you for sharing Cousin Nolan with us. I mean, does it get any better than that? You got cousin Nolan. You got Soto signed on your birthday. I mean, what a season. Sharon saying 26 subs. For the Mets tonight, it'll be Clay Holmes on the mound. He's 11-6 with a 3.60 ERA in 26 starts, 137 in the third innings, 109 strikeouts, averaging just under 5.5 innings per start, but pitching much better as of late. So we'll see if he can continue his good outings tonight. Hayden saying tonight. We're not even the game. We don't even have first pitch yet, and we got up 58 over in the chat already. Let's go. Last night, I think we got up to 306 last night. 306 was our official number, I think. Yep, Micah Parsons got traded to the Packers. 2 first-round picks and a player, I think. James Pava says Mets, Dolphins, and Huskies. Here we go. It'll be Xavier Edwards leading off. Once again, can't read my own handwriting with my glasses on. Marcy will bat second. Hicks third. Ramirez fourth. Johnston fifth. Lopez sixth. Hernandez will DH and bat seventh. Acosta eighth. And Myers will bat ninth. And the Met defense behind Holmes. It'll be Beatty at third. Lindor at short. McNeil at second. Alonso at first. Senger behind the dish. And Nimmo in left, Mullins in center, and Soto in right field. Holmes is set to make the first pitch. And he deals. On the outside corner, 0-1, and we're underway. I know I have the scoreboard rotating there, everybody, but if you guys don't mind keeping me updated on the Phillies-Braves game. And that one fouled off quickly ahead, 0-2. Melvin's here saying, let's go, Mads. Keep the good vibes rolling. Andre P. subscribed. Bounced in the dirt, 1-2. Oh, Schwarber just hit a bomb, so it's 3-1. Hayden saying, let's go, Mads. Natalie's back. Natalie in her first week of college. The 1-2. Holmes deals. And that one lifted out to left. Nimmo coming over towards the foul line will make the catch. He was in fair territory, so 1 away. Gina says, Mr. John, I felt terrible. Fell asleep during the game last night. Can't believe I missed beyond the 6th inning with Nolan pitching. Love it. That's all right. You sure says I got the Mets money line and over 8.5. You sure? Let me write that down. I like to keep track of some of your guys' bets. You sure? He's got the Mets money line and over 8.5. And that one lined Lindor. That'll be an infield single. He was able to make the stop, but no throw. And over 8.5 for sure. So good luck for sure. Up to 92 in the chat here in the top of the first inning. Let's go. Phillies have tied it. The SNY broadcast just told it. Just said it. Yikes. Down low, 1-0. Stanley's here. What's up, Stanley? Welcome back. Carl's back. Hey, Mr. John. Birdwatcher fan here. We laid an egg against the Red Sox. 4-game sweep. Outside, 2-0. How do you like your fish fried? Baked or broiled? That sounds like a question for Mrs. PAS. I don't know. She likes fish fry. There's a strike. 1-2. 2-1, excuse me. Atlanta's trash. I get to do schoolwork tomorrow, and I don't have classes Monday because of Labor Day. Well, there goes the no-hitter. The 2-1. Inside, 3-1. Cam probably isn't too happy. Nope. Probably not. He didn't text me, so he might have broken his phone, though. It's a 3-1. And a chopper foul, 3-2. Philly's going to have to work overtime. Braves going to run Nola out of the game. Kind of like you took out those fightless Phils. Oh, they got Kenny Clark and 2 first-round picks? Wow. That's a lot. And it's off Holmes in the left field. It'll be first. It's first and third and only 1 out. Let's see if Holmes is all right here. Yikes. I think it was going to be a double play. If it doesn't hit Holmes' foot, it's an easy double play because they're already at the bag. Boom. First and third here for the Marlins. Yeah, that's just bad luck, Gina. I'm not worried yet. Even if the Marlins score, I'm not. That's just bad luck. Jonathan's here. Greetings. I learned something new today. Miami has a baseball team. They do? I'll probably want to know. Holmes boy better have his stuff tonight. Oh, Holmes boy better have his stuff tonight. Agreed. Want to know the count. Outside, 2-0. Cleaning up my mess here. The 2-0. In for a strike, 2-1. Once again, welcome in everybody. If you're new here, make sure you hit them thumbs up for us. Consider subscribing to the channel. The 2-1. Down low, 3-1. What do you mean? What am I watching the game on? My TV right here. The 3-1. And that one lifted out to left center or right center field. Mullins will make the catch, but that'll get a run home. So sacrifice fly there. So the bad luck, the Marlins take advantage. Wow, Phillies took the lead 5-3. Wow. What's good about Cousin Nolan is that he doesn't walk batters, maintains his composure when he gets men on base. He pitches, fields his position well, and doesn't rush and make errant throws. And for a strike, 0-1. That was an unlucky play, yep. Andre said, here comes the double play. Unfortunately, it was not. No worries, George. Welcome back in. I'm surprised at what they got in return. And a chopper back to Holmes. That's off his glove. Lindor's got it. Over to first. That'll retire the side. Wow. So that's a 1-6-3 put out because it hit Holmes' glove. And the Marlins have a 1-0 lead heading to the bottom of the first. 2-run home runs by Real Muto and Kepler. Yeah, I bet you that bus ride was not good. Back down to Philadelphia last night. We'll get into the Met lineup here. Lindor will lead off. Soto will bat second. Alonso third. Nimmo fourth. Vientos will DH and bat fifth. McNeil sixth. Beatty seventh. Mullins eighth. And Senger will bat ninth. Very, very unpleasant bus ride for all concerned. I have to get ready for a stream. See you later. All right, Fitzy. See you, bud. Fitzy will be doing the White Sox-Yankees game tonight. Charles says, without commitment, you'll never start, and without consistency, you'll never finish. Frank says, let's hope the Mets get the bounces, too. You sure saying, get that run back. Let's go, Lindor. Singing to Michaels. Time to smoke. God bless on the sneeze. I did not like the Cedric Mullins trade, Hayden. Stanley say, bless you, Mrs. PAS. I'll go on Fitzy's stream to troll, no worries. Sean M is back, saying good evening, Mr. John. A bunch of other people in the chat. Mrs. PAS, Holmes 9 Ks, 9-2. Mets, I hope Holmes is okay. That was painful. Raymond also saying bless you. I'm glad everybody in the chat's got the authority to bless. In for a strike, 0-1. Major pitched for San Diego last year. Outside. Ooh, called a strike. Quickly ahead, 0-2. What do we got? Timeout? We got a timeout already. Lindor's been hot over his last 15 games, batting .431. The 0-2. And Lindor rips one out to right center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. And he'll stop at first. A leadoff single. Charles saying to smash them free subs and hit that like button. McLean also gives us innings by maintaining a low pitch count, and he gets a strikeout when he needs it. Soto fouls it off, 0-1. Yes, nice. Yes, sir. Nice, Lindor. Let's go. Hayden saying Juan Soto home run. Soto calls timeout. Timeout. He had it called before the pitcher trying to complain. He called timeout before the pitcher went into his windup. LFGM, says Frank, with the grimace, the Mr. Met, and the crickets. Haven't seen crickets in a bit. Hopefully he's doing okay. Once again, if SNY broadcast, it's just Gary and Ronnie tonight. Deal 1. Inside. 1-1. Oh, Soto with a little Soto shuffle there. Let's get some runs, says Raymond. New York. Now is South Florida. Let's go, Mets. The 1-1. And a chopper. The pitcher will get it and flip it to first for the out there. Lindor goes to second. That'll bring up Nimmo. 1-3 on the putout if you're keeping score. Well, Polar Bear's not up, so why are we sending the Polar Bear song? I'm pulling for the Jays or Red Sox to win the AL East, just so the pinstripes come up short. Oh, it is Alonso. I'm sorry. I have it backwards. It is Alonso third. The 1-0. And Pete drives one out to right center field on the run. And not caught. Bounces up against the wall. Lindor had to hold up. And they'll start them at third. Lindor had to hold. The center fielder almost caught that, so he had to wait. So second and third with one out for Nimmo. Just off the tip of edge of his glove. Wow. LF GM. Hope everyone is having a great day. What's up, Elgood? Welcome back in. Pete Alonso did not hit a home run, but second and third here with one out. Let's go, Lindor. Let's go, Pete. Bounce in the dirt, 1-0. It's hot in the kitchen. I'm doing all right, Del. Welcome back in. Raymond says, little hit, Nimmo. Tenth pitch of the inning. The 1-0. And a ground ball. Base hit. That's a fair ball down the line. That'll score 2 runs. The throw goes to second. Nimmo safe, and the Mets take a 2-1 lead. So they respond right back. Let's go, Nimmo, says Rafael. Infield was playing in, and the first baseman cannot make the diving stop along the line. RBI, let's go. Yeah, baby. Nimmo been amazing. Yeah, Hayden, if you're ahead of me, dude, don't put spoilers in the chat. Up and in, 1-0 to Swaggy V. Elvin is back saying the Mets keep rolling. Let's go, Mets. That's a good response. Swung on a miss, 1-1. He said bring in McLean to finish it out. Pitching every game. Cousin Nolan in every game. The 1-1. And a chopper foul. 1-2. Dominic Romeo is here saying hi. Welcome in, Dominic. And fouled off. Still 1-2. The infinite arm Nolan. Mets have been answering back whenever a team scores. Yes, they have. The SNY re-showing the Vientos home run from last night to make it 6-0. I did clip that, and I did post it as a short. I know some of you saw it and commented on it. Outside, 2-2. Hello, everyone. Let's go, Mets. What's up, Bernard? Way to go, Mets. Let's go. I'm all right, Jacob. How are you? Billy Mack is back. I'm doing good, Billy Mack. One more work day till the 3-day weekend. To 2-2. And a ground ball to short. Nimmo stays at second. 2 away. 6-3 on the putout. That'll bring up McNeil. Yep, Mets 4 games back of the Phillies right now. Here's the squirrel. Up high, 1-0. Raphael, you got to hit the live button, dude. Somebody put in the chat for Raphael to go live. The 1-0. And a chopper to second. Edwards over to first. That'll retire the side, but the Mets take the lead. It's 2-1 as we head to the second. Six, 7, and 8 coming up for the Marlins here. Lopez, Hernandez, and Acosta. Yep, no worries, Bernard. Let's see here. We got a leadoff single from Lindor. Soto was out on a chopper back to the pitcher, but Lindor went to second. Alonso doubled to make it second and third because the ball was almost caught in center field. And then Nimmo doubled down the right field line to score both Lindor and Alonso. But welcome in. We are finishing up the month of August strong here. Let me come back over and look. Roundhouse's Cy Young had a peak in the 1890s where he started over 50 games in multiple seasons. McLean can do that for us too. They do not build up pitchers' arm strength like they used to, so no, they cannot. I know this is a Mets channel, but who do you think is going to win the American League East? If you had to predict, it's fairly tight between the Jays, Sox, and Yankees. And actually, on paper, I think the Jays are the best out of the three teams. But I'm rooting for the Sox to win the division. But I think the Jays, based on team. I don't know what either team's schedule is either. Lopez will lead it off, in for a strike, 0-1. Charles with the channel rules. Guidelines for chatting, absolutely 100%, no exceptions, no spoilers, no spamming, no trolling, no religious talk, no political talk, no self-promotion or posting of links. Did he go? No, 1-1. Unless approved by the host. Charles says additionally, no exceptions, no profanity. Be civil and respectful with your views, opinions, and comments. Challenge an argument, not the person. He was rooting for the Sox until Fitzy came in and rooted for the Phillies the other night. Inside, 2-2. Yeah, I agree, Frank. The Blue Jays have the most balanced team out of the three. But, I'd say, that's why they play the games. The 2-2. Holmes deals, and a ground ball to short. Lindor's got it. Over to Pete. Nice stretch there by Alonso. 1 away. The Yankees have the easiest schedule left. But the Yankees also have the worst pitching out of the three teams. So Brew Crew on a downswing as of late. Just like we said they would, right, Jonathan? They weren't going to stay that hot forever. Emmanuel Rivera is here saying, let's go, Mets. Lindor is just a beast. Holmes deals the 1-0. Outside 2-0. Your attitude will determine your altitude. Don't talk about my attitude. The 2-0 in for a strike, 2-1. 2-2. Swung on a miss. Or now it's 2-2. Excuse me. Let's ride a hot September into October, boys. To 2-2. Down low, 3-2. Elgood says, I was watching Tong's interview earlier, and he seems like a great kid. What a great attitude. Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch it. I did not see it. The 3-2 from Holmes, his 30th pitch of the night. And that one hit out to center. Soto will come in and make the catch. 2 away. Acosta. A much lighter crowd there tonight for the Mets Marlins Thursday night game. I'm sure tomorrow night's going to be jam-packed with Tong on the mound. Outside, 1-0. Frank says a fast shout-out to my PAS friends and family. Outside, 2-0. Adam, welcome in, Adam. If Tong can be a number 3 or 4, or 6-man starters looking nasty, maybe even move Holmes to long relief if needed. Actually, Holmes isn't the guy chopped foul at the plate, 2-1. Holmes isn't the guy I would take out of the rotation right now. Thank you, Elgood. I will check that out. To 2-1. And that one laced, base hit in the right field. So a 2-out single will bring up the number 9 hitter. Here's Myers to pick-off throw, not in time. Up to 155 in the chat. Welcome in, everybody. Make sure you smash them thumbs up for us. Down low, 1-0. I heard someone propose Manaea to the bullpen later on. That was, well, I don't know who you heard it from. And that one laced out to center field. Mullins on the run will make the catch. We go bottom 2, still 2-1 Mets. 7, 8, and 9 coming up. Beatty, Mullins, and Senger. Last night I was watching the Rico Bronya. And Evan Roberts from WFAN. Was talking about Manaea to the pen. To me, it would be Senga. That would be the first guy I sent to the pen. He did it last year during the playoffs, so we know he can do it. Milwaukee versus Boston in the World Series. Wrong. Boston, I could see Boston going. Milwaukee's not going to the World Series. Yeah, you heard it from Evan, too. Yep. Darnell's here saying, "Sup, John?" Wrong. Said he. We O fans still love him. You can have him back. Raymond says, "Let's go, Brett. Get it started." Mets versus Yankees World Series. The American League is so weak. I mean, the Mets would have to play unbelievable baseball first off to get through the National League. But, yeah, it would not surprise me. Any of the American League teams you guys keep saying, I could see making it to the World Series. The Red Sox, the Yankees, Toronto. Jonathan says, we already discussed Milwaukee. Carl says, Harper went yard. It's now Philly 6-3. Hey, let them get hot now. That's okay. We'll win tonight. They'll win tonight. It'll still be 4 games. Mets versus Boston World Series, yo. Replay of 86. Where are the mics? Are the mics there tonight? Anybody seen Mike? Beatty takes a strike right down the middle, 0-1. Fitzy just went live, so we'll keep an eye on Fitzy. Down low, 1-1. Hey, Daniel Berry is here, saying happy Thursday. Hello, everyone. Go Mets, says Carl. James Pava says Rico Bronya is a hell of a nice guy. He lives in the town next to me. Swung on a miss, 1-2. He's always got a smile and a handshake. Fitzy is doing the Yankees-White Sox game. Yankees-White Sox. I think if the Yankees win tonight, I think they're tied with Boston for the number 1 wild card spot, I believe. Swung on a miss, 1 away. Beatty went up high for that one. That'll bring up Mullins. Let me ask Boom. We're so lucky McLean wasn't traded. I am glad they did not give up any of their top pitchers. And first pitch swinging, the weak ground ball at second. Flip to first, 2 away. I don't know why Mullins is even in the lineup tonight. Carl saying, let's go Chi Sox versus the Bombers. Jimmy's here. What's up, Jimmy? Let's go, Mets. Keep it going. In for a strike. Deal 1 to Senger. Outside, 1-1. The 1-1. And a chopper down to third. That's a foul ball. 1-2. Sounded like a broken bat. Jimmy says, what I said last night about Micah Parsons came true today. Packers have him. Yeah, but they gave up a lot. I know Parsons is a great linebacker. I don't know if he's that good. You get rid of 2 first-round picks and a Pro Bowler. I still don't think the Packers win that division. The 1-2. Called strike 3. Got him looking. The Mets go 1-2-3 in the second. We go to the third. Still 2-1 Mets. Back to the top of the lineup for the Marlins here. Alan Joseph Kelly is back. Let's go. Welcome back. Stern staff know what they have waiting down on the farm. Yeah. We knew what we had waiting down on the farm. We were just getting agitated that they weren't using them. Yeah, they already have $55 million per year for Jordan Love, and Parsons is going to be like $47 million. I wonder how Winker and Siri will fit in soon. I have not heard, all according to plans, I have not heard how either one is doing in rehabs or anything. Jonathan thinks Winker's done. That NFC Central is going to be a dogfight this year. I don't think so. I don't think Minnesota is going to be as good. You never know with Chicago. Chicago's still still a young team, so I think Detroit is still the front runner there easily. Got so caught up in chatting and forgot about hitting that like button. Feel no way, happens to the best of us. Why not pause now and give it a thumbs up? Oh, don't know how that one. Oh, it did hit him. So the leadoff batter is on here. Right now, sure. The only game I plan on doing, because of the Mets schedule, is Eagles Cowboys on Thursday night. Eagles Cowboys on Thursday night. Next Thursday. Pickoff throw, not in time. Doug Noble's here saying, "Here come the Mets." Yo, there's our boy Gelbs. Guts. It takes guts. Another pickoff throw. That's two. He's gonna. Oh, and he goes. Wow. That's the easy stolen base. Come on. He was halfway down the second before he threw the ball. Yeah. Throw strikes Holmes, right? And a ground ball down the second. So a productive out moves the runner to the third with only one away. 4-3 on the putout, though. That'll bring up Hicks, who singled his first time. Throw strikes Holmes. Nice, good chance I get to experience first game with you. Can't wait. Yeah, I take care of the Mets before football. Up high, want to know? Kevin says my 11-year-old grandson plays on Team USA. Very cool. Holmes not getting ahead of these batters tonight. Come on, man, you got to attack. Pop foul, 1-1. I'm 1-1 to count. Did he go? No, he did not. 2-1. Bobby's back saying, let's go Mets. Swung on him, yeah, it's 2-2. Here we are in the third inning. We already got 10 new subscribers tonight. Welcome in. Jason says, I'm here. What's up, Jason? The 2-2. And a chopper. McNeil comes to the plate, and it's a wide throw. So it's a fielder's choice and an RBI, and we're tied up at 2. You play the infield in with a runner on third, and they still score on a chopper to second. It wasn't a forced play, so I'm not sure what Senger's doing there. And a chopper. The only play is first, 2 away. 5-3 on the putout. That'll bring up Johnston, who grounded out his first time as well. Focus up here. Kent's back saying, hey, PS, I know we're talking about the Mets, but I know you heard about... Yup. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Down low, 1-0. Holmes, too many pitches here. Only in the third inning at 46 pitches. In for a strike, 1-1. You can't paint the words. Try them. You can't paint the corners against a team like the Marlins. They swing the bat. You got to attack. The 1-1. And a chopper to first. Pete's got it. And another run will score because the Mets don't pay attention to the bad throw. That's an E3. Hit him right in the glove. Yep. Jimmy says, come on, guys. It's a team lower than you in the division. And once again, Miami paying attention to what's going on. Taking advantage. The ball rolls away about 10, 15 feet. And the runner advances to and scores. Still a runner on second with 2 out here. Too many pitches, says Jason. Yup. Because he's not attacking. He falls behind every batter tonight. First pitch outside, 1-0. I'm sorry. If they give Alonso an error on that hit Holmes right in the glove, and he dropped it. And chopped foul, 1-1. That's what I say. McNeil supposed to take him out first, not throwing home. Has he been ahead of any batter? I don't think so, Jonathan. That one line base hit. That's going to score another run. And it's 4-2. And this was on Holmes. Should have been out of this, tied at 2. You're not getting that first pitch over for a strike, so they're sitting on it on the second pitch. And they're taking advantage. Jimmy says can't give teams extra outs. Nope. There's a strike, 0-1. We need to clone like 5 Nolans, right? Outside, 1-1. What? Just tuned in. The Mets are playing sloppy defense tonight. Very sloppy. Fouled at the plate, 1-2. I don't know where that pitch was. Come on, Blue. We played to the level of our competition. I mean, 55 pitches for Holmes here in the 3rd inning. Called strike 3, got him looking. The Marlins score 3 and take a 4-2 lead as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. First strikeout of the night for Holmes. Back to the top of the lineup for the Mets. Lindor, Soto, and Alonso. Where did that miss? I have no idea, Logan. Steven says, let's go back and watch yesterday's game. We do. We play down to our competition. The Mets do. All the time. I was getting used to 55 pitches in like 6 innings. My God. That was it. Jonathan McLean last night McLean after 6 innings had 59 pitches. Here's home tonight after 3 has 55. Darren says, let's see how the Mets respond. Yeah, let's see. It's top of the lineup. Lindor, Soto, and Alonso. Sure says, let's get those runs back. Best lineup coming up. Let's get them back, says Raymond. Unreal. Like I said, you can't write this stuff. Let's take a look at the scoreboard here while we wait. Phillies now up 8-3 over the Braves. So the Braves said, we came to play. Just kidding. No, we didn't. Yankees up 2-0 over the White Sox in the bottom of the 1st. Finals from today, the Red Sox beat the Orioles 3-2. Diamondbacks beat the Brewers 6-4. Astros beat the Rockies 4-3. Cardinals beat the Pirates 4-1. And the Giants beat the Cubs 4-3. Alright, once again, Lindor will lead it off here. Time to strike back. Much runs. Yeah, RK putting GG's in the chat early. You're gone. We're in the 3rd inning and you're putting GG's in the chat. You don't need to be here, dude. iPad Alcatraz gets another member tonight. Down low, 2-1. Mets should have serious talk with Holmes about going to the bullpen the rest of the year. Or, and now it's lined into center field. That'll get in for a base hit. Lindor's 2 for 2. Come on, guys. You got to be smart. not bring him back for another inning. Come on. But you'll be the first one to complain that the bullpen is overused. Think about what you're saying, man. Come on. Logan says, today's the day Soto hits a 3-run bomb. Well, he can't. There's only one runner on, so it can't be a 3-run bomb. Two-run nothing. Let's go, Lindor. The Mets going to come back. Inmate number 267. Thank you. The 1-0. In for a strike, 1-1. Soto grounded back to the pitcher his first time. The 1-1. Up high, 2-1. The game's not out of hand. You're only down 2 runs. Swung on a miss, 2-2. You're not down 7-2 in the third inning. Nick says Soto give me my 2-run homer. The 2-2. And that one hit out to left. Johnston will make the catch on the track, 1 away. Lindor goes back to first. That'll bring up Alonso. Heavy Mud Butt wants to be argumentative, so we get another member to the iPad Alcatraz. Take a break, dude. Go take a break. You can watch and not talk. Here's Alonso. He's 1 for 1 with a double. Run scored. Pickoff throw, not in time as Lindor dives back in. Schwarber hit another home run. It's now 10-3 Philly. Swung on a miss, 0-1. Let's go, Pete. Little hit here. Go sit in the corner, right? The Mets better keep that sense of urgency after screwing around for the past 2 months. Can't blow the recent gains we made over the Phillies. Alcatraz is filling up fast. Outside, 1-1. Far from out of hand. Lots of time. 1 out. 1 swing from a tie game. Yep. The 1-1. Right down the middle, 1-2. The 1-2 to Pete. And he lifts one out to left, but right at the left fielder. 2 away. That'll bring up Nimmo, who doubled in 2 runs his first time. Nimmo's got that average up to 260 with 20 homers, 73 runs batted in. Finding Nimmo time. DJ Jimmy saying need a 2-run bomb. Guys, if you want to be argumentative, I'm going to block you. Swung on a miss, 0-1. Running out of space for these guys at iPad Alcatraz. That's why you're watching on YouTube and not in the dugout, dude. And a chopper to first. And nobody's got it. They flip it. Oh, and they called him out. I don't know about that. Come on, make a decision. Nope, they're not going to challenge. 4-3 on the out. We go to the fourth. It's 4-2 Marlins. Michael S is here saying greetings. Camden's here saying hi. Keep them. Keep who? Emmanuel says close. That was close. But the Mets aren't challenging, so keep them at 4, Mets. Welcome in, everybody. 189 in the chat. Let's go. Smash them thumbs up for us. Consider subscribing to the channel as well. We go live for every Mets game. And don't forget, tomorrow night, Mets young prospect and strikeout phenom Jonah Tong makes his MLB debut. Holmes is not a starter, and you know what? You guys in the chat could have been right, calling for him to go to the bullpen tonight, sending Holmes to the bullpen instead of starting games, and I was like, no, but if Tong comes up and does what McLean's doing, with the days off coming up, somebody's got to go to the bullpen. But Holmes here in this fourth inning needs to start attacking the batters instead. And the first pitch is up high, 1-0. If I'm Mendoza, I'm being like, yo, you guys are letting this young kid show you guys up? Get your crap together. And for a strike, 1-1. Acosta singled his first time. Timeout here by the batter. Yep, absolutely, Jonathan. The 1-1. And a ground ball is short. Lindor's got it. 1 away. El Good says, you'd think the veteran would take note of what the young gun has been doing. Put Holmes in the corner. Let's put Holmes in iPad Alcatraz. Jackson. Inside 1-0. Jackson, I hope and I think Jackson is just playing here. We should move Holmes to third base and then have Lindor catch. The 1-0. In for a strike, 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Darren says, night and day, McLean was getting ahead of every batter. Holmes falls behind everyone. Yup, it's 3-1. Now against the number 9 hitter. Guy batting .236 this year, so let's pitch around him. The 3-1. Swung on and foul tipped. Oh, 3-2. Sloppy baseball. Exactly. We need Holmes to give us 5. He can do it. And down low, ball 4. Walking the number 9 hitter, dude. Holmes is Mendoza's boy, though, from the Yankees. He's not, Kent. Exactly. He's not attacking. Soto needs to step up and lead these last few weeks. And please stop jogging the first. He's already cooked? Well, he's not cooked. Come on. And a bunt. Foul. 0-1. Keith is back saying, can we get in the habit of playing teams like the Phillies? That'd be great. Mets have... Hey, Dr. Delay is here. Saying Mets have a nice cushion against the Reds. What's up, Dr. Delay? Guys, make sure you subscribe to Dr. Delay's channel. Does a great job of calling play-by-play for a lot of Pittsburgh Pirates games, but mixes in other games as well. He's getting ready for the college and NFL season as well on his channel. And another chopped foul. 0-2 on the bunt attempts. Dr. Delay, let us know what your current sub count is up to. Last I paid attention, it was just over 500. I'd like to know what it's at now. My confidence in this pitcher has me reaching for the Pepto. 0-2 the count here. Let's see if he continues to try to bunt. That bounce in the dirt. 1-2. 675, he says. Let's go. Make sure you post your link here, Dr. Delay. Let us know what you got coming up. The 1-2. Down low, 2-2. Timeout here by the batter. Edwards is 0 for 1. Was hit by a pitch and scored a run. The 2-2. 70th pitch from Holmes. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Fouled off on the check swing. Still 2-2. Ronald says, need to get the bullpen started. This guy doesn't have it. Yeah. And not only, I mean, he doesn't have it, and his pitch count, 4th inning, he's at 71 pitches. McLean was at that after 7 last night. The 2-2. Another full count. I mean, Gary and Ronnie aren't even paying attention to the game. Dr. Delay says, thank you. I got some college football tonight. Miami of Ohio at Wisconsin. Did the Pirates lose? Oh, did the Pirates. They lost earlier today. And a chopper to second. McNeil's got it out at first. 2 away. Runner goes to second. Darren says, I bet you that the walk scores and that Holmes walks this batter after having a 2-strike count. Well, he got the ground out, but come on. 73 pitches here in the 4th inning. In for a strike, 0-1. Manny's back, saying just turning in on the Mets. Let's go. Got a good streak going. The 0-1. Off the plate, 1-1. Raymond says, get this guy, Holmes. The 1-1. And a chopper to Holmes. He's got it. He'll flip it to Pete. That'll retire the side. We go bottom four, still 4-2 Marlins. 1-3 on the putout. For the Mets, it'll be Vientos, McNeil, and Beatty coming up. Yankees up 4-0 early on the White Sox. Fitzy probably not enjoying that one. He'll probably stop. He'll probably stop doing the game. Send Holmes home. Well, hopefully he can get us through one more inning. Raymond says get something going this inning. But you got to have somebody ready next inning because he's at 80 pitches. Darren says, I'm glad I was wrong. Darren would have had to score 7-2 right now. Yep. Vientos is flying lately. Here we go. SNY making sure they're getting in their Fanatic Sportsbook promo here. Make sure. Our players aren't allowed to gamble on the sport, but we'll keep promoting it. That guy's styling. That's a nice hat. Outside, 1-0. Jason says, just can't believe we're losing to them. We just destroyed the Phillies. Swung on a miss, 1-1. Consequentials here saying go Mets. Welcome in. The 1-1. And a ground ball a second. Bobbled, but plenty of time. One away. That'll bring up McNeil. He grounded out to second his first time. Oh, that hit him. McNeil will go to first. That'll bring up Beatty. Nope, no challenge. What do you... This game isn't over, everyone. It's a 2-run deficit and plenty of time. Plenty of time. No, but... yeah. Which Met was the first player in Major League Baseball to be traded for himself? In for a strike, 0-1 to Beatty. Holmes needs Watson. One home run can change the game. Little hit, Brett. The 0-1 to Beatty. Up high, and it gets away. McNeil will go down to second base. On the they're gonna call that a pass ball. That's funny. Sean saying good evening. There's more people in the chat. The 1-1 to Beatty. Swung on a miss, 1-2. Jason says, come on, guys. Keith, somebody in the chat, please tell Keith to go live. Make sure you're on whatever side he is on. And a ground ball at first. Runner will move to third. 2 away. That'll bring up Mullins. Thank you, Elgood. In for a strike, 0-1. Welcome in, everybody. We're up over 200 in the chat tonight already. Let's go. Lake Bacher. Wow. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1. The 1-1. Right down the middle, 1-2. Said you know what to do. Yeah, go back to Baltimore. What a waste. Bounce in the dirt, 2-2. Ronald saying sweep. Charles with one of his inspirational quotes here. I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can always adjust my sail to reach my desired destination. Bounce in the dirt, 3-2. Charles also says your support and contributions on the PAS network is greatly appreciated. Silent listeners and viewers included. McNeil the runner at third. 3-2 the count here to Mullins. Senger on deck. Outside, ball 4. So, no matter what happens here with Senger, we turn the lineup over. You like Mullins? Why? He's not better defensively than Taylor in center. And offensively, they're about the same. Luis Robert was the guy you needed to go get, and they didn't do it. In for a strike right down the middle. Yo, CP is here. Sense of urgency doesn't seem to be as high tonight. Correct, CP. I say it every time. Guys, make sure you check out CP's True Mets fan channel. True Mets Talk, excuse me. Outside, 1-1. Doing a great job over there, keeping everybody updated on Mets news. Also does a lot of pre- and post-game stuff. A lot of the times when he is live for the post-game, we'll redirect everybody over to his channel. And Senger fouls it off, 1-2. Charles is feeling inspired to join in the chat. You're welcome to do so at any time, respectfully. The 1-2. And that one popped out to left. Johnston will make the catch. That'll retire the side. The Mets strand a couple. We go to the 5th. Still 4-2 Miami. Coming up for the Marlins, it'll be 3, 4, and 5. Hicks, Ramirez, and Johnston. Oh, good, says Schwarber just hit a 3rd home run. Good. At least they didn't do it against us. Let them get it out of their system for the next 4-game series. Schwarber just hit another 3-run. Yeah, well, Alvarez just broke his finger. Feels like we strand 20 a game. After getting hit yesterday, Alvarez has a broken finger now. Elgood says, I dream of having a DH like Schwarber. Doesn't matter, lefty, righty. You put him in the lineup. He's your everyday DH. I know Philly's a home run hitter's park, but could you imagine if Schwarber was on the Mets? How many Coca-Cola corner shots we'd be getting? We need this game as all games come. Yeah. Yeah, Jonathan, there's got to be a way to find that out. Schwarber's home runs, a solo shot, a 2-run shot, and a 3-run shot. Just needs a grand slam for the cycle. Schwarber would rule Citi Field. Schwarbombs all over the place. Darren says we'll probably see Garrett in this game. No, isn't Garrett hurt? In for a strike, 0-1. Hicks is 1 for 2. Check swing foul, 0-2. Mets need to quit leaving runners stranded. The 0-2. And that one lifted out to left, but Nimmo a couple steps back, 1 away. Brazabon got sent back down, I believe. Braves lead left on base with 971. Mets are third with 947. Wow. In for a strike, 0-1. You must be fun at parties. You're not allowed to talk about other teams? Okay. Yeah, no. Ballpen. Yeah, no excuse on the tired bullpen. Ballpen. People are getting timed out for ballpen. Who calls it that? Foul. 1 and 2 the count. Maybe they call it that now. I don't know. Kyle Schwarber turns into Sherbert at Citi. Yeah, it's because he's facing our pitching. The same people that think you can lose a division by a half a game say ball pen. The 1-2. Swung on a miss. He went. They checked down at first. He went. Yep. 2 away. Two outs for Holmes with nobody on. He's going to be in Pottstown. In for a strike, 0-1. Alvarez, both hands are injured. Yep. If you're going to say ball pen, just call it the pen. The 0-1. Down low, 1-1. As in hammer. Very nice. And that one laced in the left. A 2-out single here. Oh, our guy Rising Rhino is going to be live for the Nebraska and Cincinnati game tonight. Man, lots of people going live tonight. Let's see if we keep the streak alive. If CP's still listening in. CP, you got post game tonight? In for a strike, 0-1. And a ground ball. Nice backhand by Lindor. He goes to second for the fourth. We're halfway through. It's 4-2 Marlins. For the Mets, back to the top of the lineup with Lindor, Soto, and Alonso. Still down those 2 runs. Jason says, we destroyed the Phillies. We might have woke up the Giant. We need these games. Especially a division game. Especially against a bad Marlins team. Like tonight's on. I know the offense has only scored 2 runs, but between the defense and the pitching, not good tonight. Jonathan says, okay, boys, stop messing around. Wake up. Wake up your bats. Linda's here. Welcome in, Linda. I just got the notification that says Rhino was getting ready to go live. Thank you so much for hopping in and giving us a thumbs up. We will do the same for Rhino. The door is on fire, says Emmanuel. Swing that timber. Charles says, whether you are actively chatting or enjoying the stream quietly, you make the PAS network what it is. Feel free to join in the chat at any time, respectfully. The defense was really bad in the 3rd inning. It should be 2-2. Correct. Al's back. You guys done with babysitting. Let's get this thing going Met style, says Frank. Let's just get one. Just get one. Keep it competitive. Time to rally. And do you bring out Holmes for another inning? Against 7, 8, and 9. I did not see. I think his pitch count's got to be close to 90, I think. But he can go over 100. Matt Money says, focus more on the strong stretch run more than the standings. Jonathan says, Chippewa Yoda ice cream looks good. You got some chocolate syrup, some decorettes there. Jimmy's decorettes, as we call them. Go Mets, says Linda. Charles says, once you carry your own bucket of water, then you can appreciate the value of every drop. I think this won't be the final score, says Adam. Measures out. Right down the middle, new pitcher. Pitches in for a strike, 0-1. Elgood says, I'd bring Holmes out if you let someone on base. Get him out. Exactly. And that's what agitates me. He looks at a pitch right down the middle of the plate and then swings at the ball in the dirt. 0-2 the count. Jonathan says, a quick hook if in trouble. The 0-2. Fouled off. Still 0-2. Yeah, Emmanuel says, yeah, I agree. At this point, I will not call another pitcher for the next inning. Hi, 1 and 2, excuse me. Gina says I'm ready to light up. Holmes is at 88. Oh, I definitely bring him back out then. Thank you, Raymond. And a chopper to first. Flip to the pitcher covering, one away. The old ball in the dirt trick. I didn't even notice Marlins switched the pitcher. Yep. Is it too early for rally caps? Let's go. No, Big Mike, never too early for rally caps. Oops, I didn't flip my thing there. 100 says the Mets always find a way to remind you you're not in Kansas anymore. Down low, 1-0. Soto's 0 for 2 tonight. A ground out and a fly out to left. Bob Wickman. Outside. Ooh, called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1. Inside. 2-1. This chat is killing me. The game isn't over. Who said it was over? Down low. 3-1. Deformity of the hands is an edge for the pitcher. The 3-1. Outside, ball 4. 108 walks for Soto. 17 behind Olerud for the Met record. We can destroy these late innings. Let's go, Mets. If you only read the chat, you'd think the Mets will lose. Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Oh, good. Here's the first pitch to Pete. In for a strike, 0-1. Pete batting .266, 29 homers, 106 runs batted in. Right now would be a good time for number 30, Pete. Swung on a miss, 0-2. He went 0-2. Oh, yes, John, by the way, my son's surgery went well. He got 3 screws in his hip and will be coming home Saturday. We're here with him now. We're both watching your broadcast. Well, welcome in. Sorry you had a injury. Hopefully you're feeling better. Ball in the dirt. 1-2. Bull Durham. Well, that was a classic. Field of Dreams was a classic. For Love of the Game is a classic. All with Kevin Costner. So which one? Soto takes off. Alonso fouls it. 1-2. It's 1-2. The count is 1-2 now. Let's go, Pete, says Raymond. Mets down 2. Pete's up as the tying run. Still only the 5th inning. The 1-2. And Pete hits one out to center. Is it deep enough? At the track, at the wall. It's out of here. A polar blast from Alonso. We're tied at 4. Perfect time for number 30. You asked for 30, John. Clip that hole at bat. Just clipped it. I'll replay it afterwards to make sure I got everything. Boom was smoking. Big Mike says LFGM. Oh, thank you, Polar Bear. I knew it. Let's go, LFGM. Let's go, Pete. Let's go. Let's go. You called it, John. LFG. Pete. Swung on a miss by Nimmo, 0-1. You can thank the bear. Just like that, one swing. You definitely called it, John. He went 0-2. He went 0-2. Pete, let's go. Thank you. My son says thanks and go Mets. We are tied up at 4. The 0-2 to Nimmo. Outside 1-2. You change the pitcher, and the Mets start hitting again. Funny that you brought up Field of Dreams during that at bat. Up to 234 in the chat. And chops foul 1-2. The 1-2 to Nimmo. Swung on a missed. 2 away. Oh, that wasn't looking. He swung. Gina says, OMG. I love this. Thank you, Mr. John. Thank you, Gina. The way the center fielder reacted, I thought he was going to make the play. Fouled off by Vientos. 0-1. Yeah, but I was like 30 years ago. No more than that. Probably about swung on a miss 0-2. Probably about 40 years ago. 100 says I'm feeling another Vientos homer coming up. Danny says it's ridiculous to feel guilty for being ridiculous. You gotta believe. Let's go, Mets. Pete riding the Polar Express. The 0-2. Outside, 1-2. Alice is 25 years ago. And that one fouled off. Still 1-2. I tried umping Little League in the late 90s. I was not good. Oh, good, you were correct. Game is not over. Got to be careful tossing fastballs to us. The 1-2. Up high, 2-2. Manny says, like I said, yes, Alonso destroyed it. Yes, go Mets. Cade Gibson getting warmed up in the Marlin pen. The 2-2. And swung on a missed. We go to the 6th. The Mets tie it on the 2-run blast from the Polar Bear. We are tied at 4 as we head to the 6th inning. It will be 7, 8, and 9. Hernandez, Acosta, and Myers coming up. Let's repeat that on the 13th. A nice birthday gift, says Jonathan. Keep saying, let's go, Mets. We have 54 people watching over on the vertical side. 58 now. 38 likes over there. Thank you all so much for hitting that thumbs up. If you're on your phone or your tablet, make sure you just double tap the screen. It'll give us a thumbs up. On the big side, we got 212 people watching with 75 likes. And if you are new here, once again, my name is John. I go live for every Mets game. Try to go live for every Mets game. Last year we did 149 of the 162. But so far this year, we have done all 133 games. 134 now. Just keep the focus, says Frank. What about the movie Bad News Bears? What about it? The original from the 70s or the new one with Billy Bob Thornton? Funny story, I jumped for a fly ball just outside the infield, and it clocked me in the stomach. At least basketball worked out for me. In Little League, gotcha. Let's go. John is the man, everyone. John who? Who's this John you speak of? Original is the better film. Rest in peace to Walter Matthau. Yep. Can't beat an original. 7, 8, and 9 again here for the Marlins. We are tied at 4. So don't forget, tomorrow night, Jonah Tong on the mound. Yo, Caps is here gifting 5 channel memberships. Let's go, Caps. Let's go. Let's go. Stanek is the new pitcher here. 2-0 the count. So once again, the Mets another pitcher. Can't throw strikes. Stanek, Pepto time. Swung on a miss, 2-1. Kind of like Leslie Nielsen. Let's show our appreciation by hitting the thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks. 4-4, good game. Yep, Stanek's in the game. Yep. Fouled straight back, 2-2. I can make Volpe look like a Gold Glover. Volpe does have a Gold Glove. What are you talking about? Yeah, the Mets on the defensive side had a bad inning that Miami scored 3 runs up high, 3-2. Flip that over again. Panicky Stanicky. Way up and in, ball 4. Come on, dude. What are we doing? Good, the crowd's booing. Charles says you are tuned into the PAS Network live stream broadcast, a Thursday night edition of MLB Baseball Action. Mr. John, your host, providing great play-by-play. Stephen K is here. Says Mr. K is here. Just came back from bowling meeting and eating dinner. Stinky is pitching. Stanek, please don't make me panic. And bluffs a bunt. Throw down the first. Not in time. Yeah, could have left Holmes in to walk the lead. Right, exactly. Yeah, the fan base is done with Stanek. Yep. Popped up, foul. Oh, 1-1. Jonah Tong versus Yuri Perez. Cabrera against Peterson on Saturday. And Alcantara and Senga on Sunday. Jonathan, that's something I would say. Sprout could do this. This guy always does the same thing. Up and in, 2-1. The 2-1. Fouled off, 2-2. Yep, Housley's also on the the list. The 2-2. Batter calls timeout here. Charles says to acquire knowledge, one must learn, and to acquire wisdom, one must observe. I like these little not interruptions, little breaks with some quotes here. Let's me reset. Jason says, come on, don't give them free base. 3-2 the count. Runner goes, it's ball 4. And he's walked the 7 and 8 hitters. Get him out. He can't throw a strike, dude. Start talking to these guys like they're professionals. Oh, we got to do this, we got to do that. Start throwing strikes or get your ass off the team. Right? Yeah, exactly. I mean, Holmes could have done this. The pitching lab must not apply to walks. No, that's the one thing I am tired about the pitching lab. They always are near the top in the majors in walks. And for takes a fastball for a strike. He was trying to bunt. Don't know what the deal was there. 0-1 to count. The tracker said missed bunt. And that foul ball, 0-2. The lab is like points in the chat. They mean nothing. Come on, yank him. He's just putting runners on base. Use your head, Skip. Love to see a strikeout on a bunt. Stanek can only get his fastball over for strikes. Even that it's tough. And Myers swings, chops one to short. They go to second for 1. The turn, double play. Runner goes to third, 2 out. Bad camera angle for SNY. I think it was 643. Frank says, I'm too young to OD on Pepto. It was to Lindor. There we go, it's his Caps. Let's get out of it here. Edwards the batter now. He's 0 for 2. Was hit by a pitch and scored a run. I agree, all good. I don't get it, man. And a chopper foul, 0-1. That's why I have to mess with the camera angle so much. Yep. Huge. It was a beautiful double play. Get this last guy, Stanek. Stanek got 2 out. Get this out. Come on. The 0-1. Swung on a miss, 0-2. Miss Keith in the booth. It's always better when all 3 are there, Jonathan. Blue Beetle said I missed the homer, but congrats on another 30-homer season, Pete. Why? Is because he's a great playoff pitcher for some reason. So if the Mets were to DFA him, somebody's gobbling him up. A playoff team will gobble him up in no time. The 0-2. Down low, 1-2. Come back, boys. Let's go. Rolades, please. Stanek's got this. The 1-2. Outside, 2-2. If this guy and Brazaban got in a water balloon fight, they both die of thirst. The best person is here saying hi. The 2-2. Yep. Exactly, Jonathan. Sucks in the regular season. Playoff numbers are insane. The 2-2. Fouled off. We'll do it again. We are up to 239 in the chat. Let's go. Welcome in, everyone. Frank says, let's get this. LFGM. The 2-2. And that one ripped out to right. Right at Soto, though. That'll retire the side. We go bottom 6. Still 4-4. L9 in your scorebook. It'll be McNeil, Beatty, and Mullins coming up. Nice to get out of that. Great job, boys. Nice. What's up with Met pitching? Well, it sucks right now because I know we had a couple bad spots, but Reed Garrett has been very good this year, and he's now hurt. So that probably usually would have been Garrett's spot. Phew, that was a close one, says Darren. It's like he likes playoff pressure. Yep. Let's take a look at some of the other games going on right now. The Phillies have a 15-4 lead over the Braves. The Braves once led that game 3-0. Good. No, I mean, not good that the Phillies are winning, but remember we led the Braves that one game 3-0, and they won like what, 12-2, 12-3. Going to the 5th inning in Chicago, the White Sox and Yankees are tied at 4. Let's go, Jeff. Let's get something here. Cap says, let's win this game. You can't come off a sweep to Philly and lose game 1 versus Miami. What do you mean? The Rangers game was an NFL score. The Rangers game. There's no Rangers game. What, maybe yesterday? Phillies are pissed they couldn't beat us, and McLaren was their daddy yesterday. Stanek got lucky. Off speed to lefty is asking for trouble if you can't control location. Uh-oh, Cade Gibson into the game, and he's got the trainer out there with him. Not sure what's going on here. Cap says, also I took the Mets money line in South Florida, plus 5.5. Awful score in my opinion, but that was yesterday. Remember how weird that 20... Yes, right? And no one in the stands. 7-inning games and no one in the stands. Yep. We are down a Mets fan. My boy went to sleep on us. Oh, that's all right. Let him sleep. He's been through a lot. Let's go, Mets. Let's get some runs to CP. CP, I asked before, but you must have left already. Post game, I assume. CP CP showing up in the chat tells me post game, but I don't want to assume. Delay a game because of a nail. And this is just as bad as the mic. Gotta love Ronnie in the booth, right? What's Mendoza doing? What's Mendoza doing here? Why is he out there? They have to wait for it to dry. That's what's taking so long. Oh, good. DJ Jimmy says Mets will walk it off tonight, 5-4. Mets a 4.5 game lead over. Post game is on for right now. Yes. Whoa. The Hangnails, a new band of degenerates. I think Mendoza's upset about the delay. Charles says, the silent listeners and viewers, your support on the PS Network is greatly appreciated. Thanks, you are valued indeed. Let them know, Charles. 29 new subscribers so far tonight. Foul tipped, 0-1 to McNeil. Robert says, hopefully the Phillies, with their 15 runs tonight after being stymied by the Mets, will get this out of their system. Braves take the rest of the weekend. Fouled off, 0-2. CP with the best post game. Let's go. Charles says, feel inspired to join in the chat. You're welcome to do so at any time. Chat's going nuts. My phone's blowing up. Hi, everyone. Let's get some runs. What's up, Daniil? We got a great vocabulary in the chat. Down low, 1-2. He forgot his pedicure before the game. Manny says, let's go, Mets. Hopefully the mid lineup can do something. That bottom lineup for the Mets. Score runs already. Proved it. Let's get a lead. Up high, 2-2. What's the delay? The pitcher's out there getting a manicure. The 2-2. Did he go? He did not. 3-2 the count. McNeil, Beatty, and Mullins once again. McNeil calls timeout here. Come on, McNeil. Let's park one in the Coca-Cola corner here. The 3-2. Outside, ball 4. Nice. Was down 0-2. Then he works out a walk. Second time McNeil's been on base. This is great family, right? Thank you, John, for doing this. And thank you all, fellow Met fans. What is that? I don't know what that is. Is that a store? Wherever he wanted to bat. If he wants to lead off, let him lead off. If he wants to bat second, let him bat second. 0-1 here to Beatty. Beatty's 0 for 2. Struck out and grounded back to the first baseman. And a chopper foul, 0-2. Make the pitcher pitch. That's the trick. Good eye, McNeil. It's a woman's nail and beauty store. Should have just said CBS. Incredible. The anti-dentite is here. Incredible bat. That bat by McNeil. Outside, 1-2. My son's favorite player right now. Come on. The 1-2. Bounce in the dirt. 2-2. The anti-dentite. Next thing you'd say is that they should have their own schools. Wow, Jeff, 40 walks, 40 strikeouts. Wow. The 2-2. Gibson deals, swung on a miss. That pitch was way outside. Glubby says, yep, let's go Mets. Also, James was right about Parsons last night. Yep. Oh, he's already been in the chat letting us know. Here's Mullins. 1 out, 1 on. The first pitch from Gibson. Down low, 1-0. Who can pinch hit for Mullins? Well, anybody on the bench. Marte, Taylor. The 1-0. Up high, 2-0. Told him too much for Parsons. It was too. Not only money they gave him, what they gave up. A great player and 2 first-round picks. I'd be pissed off if I was a Packers fan. The 2-0. Outside 3-0. I do not think it makes them a better team than the Lions. I don't. Three 3-0 count to Mullins. Gibson deals out in the outside corner. 3-1. Marte in the dugout with a bat. The 3-1. Mullins rips one in the right, but right at the right fielder. 2 away. That'll bring up Sanger. Now you might get a pinch hitter here. Nope. Sanger. Jimmy says it reminds him when the Bears traded for Khalil Mack in 18. Here's Sanger. Inside 1-0. We have Mullins again. Why? Sarcasm? No, it's not sarcasm. Honestly. Now that he's in the Met uniform, of course I'll root for him, but swung on a miss. Late swing there, 1-1. This could end up similar to how the Herschel Walker trade ended. But Mike is just 18-4. Yikes. In for a strike, 1-2. Sanger does not look interested in batting. Traz saying hi. Welcome in, Traz. Yes, I did see ESPN rank the Met Farm System #1. The 1-2 to Sanger. And that one grounded foul. Still 1-2. You think we pissed the Phillies off? Good. The 1-2. Gibson deals. Swung on a miss. Oh, what a waste. Why do you not pinch hit for him there? Honestly, that was a waste of an at-bat. A leadoff walk and the Mets do nothing. We go to the 7th, still tied up at 4. Charles says, if you have not done so already, you're welcome to pause now and give the like button a thumbs up. Exactly. Wasted at bat, says Kev. Yep. So 2, 3, and 4 here. I think Soto's coming into the game. Well, we don't see Senger much, so it's just a waste it out with runner on. Yep. Honestly, he should have pinch hit for Mullins. There. How much for Schwarber again? Well, I think he just hit another home run. Once again, tomorrow night at 7, then Saturday at 4, Sunday at 1:30. Monday, an off day for most of us, Labor Day. The Mets play at 1 o'clock. Tuesday at 6:30, and Wednesday at 1 o'clock again. Soto, first pitch is in for a strike. 0-1 to count. Marcy's 1 for 3 on the night. Singled and scored in the first. Right back up the middle. Base hit. Funny how when the Mets hit the ball up the middle, there's somebody right there defensively. But the Mets never are there defensively. Like, a leadoff single. Outside, 1-0. Kev says, yeah, I want Mullins out. Go with the hot hand, which is Taylor. LFGM. Let's get a double play, says Jason. Pick off. Lazy pickoff throw. Don't if that's going to be your pickoff move, don't waste one of the pickoff moves on that. Travis says, I wish this guy commented on the Mets broadcast. His voice is so clear. Need Marte in. He's a clutch hitter. He had a bat and was standing in the dugout with a bat, but 1-1 to count. In for a strike, 1-2. Slowest pickoff ever. The Mets bullpen since June 13th, a 4.94 ERA. The outside, 2-2. Chopped foul. Still 2-2. Yep. Try sweet. The 2-2. And a broken bat. Pete's got it. And he bobbles it. And everybody's safe. Not concentrating, man. This team is going to cost themselves a win tonight. Jonathan says, total clown show. Two errors tonight for Alonso. That's an E. That is an E, yep. Now we need a double play. Outside 1-0. Once again, another pitcher not able to get ahead in the count. Need a triple play, says Jimmy. Come on, D, stop the shenanigans. Jackson says if Hillsley comes in, I'm going to cry. Raymond says turn 2 here. Yeah, they did that last inning. They had first and second and nobody out, and they turned 2. There's a strike, 1-1. Think circus music. Benny Hill music. Mets fan 0762. Chopped foul, 1-2. So we need a double play right now. Welcome into all the new subscribers. We're up to 35 new subs tonight. Let's go. Absolutely crushing it here in the end of August. The 1-2. Inside, 2-2. Why did they do stuff like this, says Chris? I don't... Lack of concentration. The 2-2. And that one ripped off of Lindor's glove in the left. Nimmo bobbles it. The relay throw to the plate, not in time. And the Marlins go back out in front. The Met defense is absolutely garbage tonight. Still nobody out. This is what happens, guys. You have to throw that strike right down the middle of the plate because you can't throw strikes earlier in the count. Pure dumpster fire. Sweeping the Phillies means absolutely nothing if you lose 2 in this series. Wagenman will be the pinch hitter here. He's asleep out there and left. This still was close at the plate. And for a strike, 0-1. Exactly what I was going to say, John. Bounce in the dirt, 1-1. Well, first off, they didn't trade Iglesias, so please learn what you're talking about before you say it. He was a free agent and didn't re-sign with the Mets. Inside, and it gets away. The runners will advance. Where's the crowd? Why does the crowd rather just sit on their hands instead of boo? Trying to frame the pitch. Trying to pull an Alvarez there. In for a strike, 2-2. Infield is playing in. Swung on a miss to the ball in the dirt. 1 away. Probably should have just pitched Castillo. Agreed, Jason. Pull his butt. Come on. Mets should refund. 2 outs to go. Come on, Ronnie. Yep. What's up, Ray? It breaks his bat. McNeil comes home. He's out. No, come on, Blue. No, I think he's out. So another run will score. The Mets aren't going to challenge, and they're down 2 runs now. Nope, and he beat it. Twice now tonight, the infield was playing in. It was hit to McNeil, and they don't get the out at the plate. Kevin Herget, the new pitcher, coming in. The second inning tonight for the Mets, it's been horrendous defensively. And that's given Miami 5 of the 6 runs. I don't get it. Honestly, you lose this game tonight, sweeping Philly meant nothing. Sloppy baseball, yep. Need to play better heads up ball. This is so bad, says Mets fan. It is. It's horrendous. I'm not the smartest person when it comes to baseball, but know enough. We just cleaned our division leaders clock, but can't beat these guys. Against the Marlins, it's embarrassing. After that big series, they came out flat. Yep, I don't get it either. RK, goodbye. You've been timed out multiple times. You come in, you still clown around. You don't need to be here, dude. Wave goodbye, everybody. RK can go somewhere else and chat it up. That fly ball hit the center. The throw to the plate is cut off. And this team has no clue what they're doing. Everybody's safe on the advance. And why is Mullins still in this game? No booze. I don't get it. Jonathan. Like two of the runs tonight are on infield playing in, and they can't get the out at the plate. Toss him, Blue. This guy's gonna argue with you about the. You want Buck back, but nothing tonight has nothing to do with the manager. This is all on the defense and the pitching not being able to throw strikes. Got to get out of this at 3. Outside, 1-1. Joe says, this thing's so badly I can't even come up with any of my dumb comments. Save the tears for when Helsley comes in. What do you mean? That one popped up. Shallow left. There's a new pitcher in the game, Jason. The Marlins put up 3. Thanks to 2 errors. It's 7-4. And for the Mets, it's back to the top of the lineup. Mraz joined the membership. Thank you, Mraz. Appreciate that. Mraz says, I'm getting ready for my Singing in the Rain audition this Sunday. I'm a little nervous, but keep me in your prayers, and I hope I get the main part. Nope, that's all right, Jason. Maybe you didn't know. Maybe you didn't know he got replaced. I thought I was watching a Little League team field. The defensive has cost them 6 runs tonight. Check in on our guy Fitzy. He's doing the Yankees-White Sox game. The Yankees now have a 6-4 lead. You don't want to know, Leo, what happened. The defense has been horrendous tonight. Pitching's been horrendous, too. I don't want to just blame the defense. But when your pitchers are behind every batter, no way they're losing to the Marlins. Well, they are losing to the Marlins, and they've lost twice this year to the Marlins already. Up high to Lindor, 1-0. Lindor 2 for 3 tonight with a couple singles. Gibson's still on the mound here. And down low, 2-0. We are self-destructing. We are. The 2-0. And for a strike, 2-1. It's a combined failure. Defensive and pitcher. Yep. Five unearned runs for Miami tonight. The 2-1. Fouled off, 2-2. Yeah, but the pitchers, what I meant by pitching, Jimmy, is that they weren't sharp. Behind 3-1 almost every count. Fouled off, still 2-2. Phillies now got 19. The 2-2. Fouled off, 2-2 still. The Mets shouldn't even let the Marlins hang anywhere near us. I see a meltdown. The 2-2. And a chopper foul, 2-2 still. Let's get that hit parade going. Why is the Met broadcast talking about the Philly game? The 2-2. Outside 3-2. They're playing like they don't want it. Jason, no panic yet. There's plenty of time. The 3-2. And that one ripped base hit in the left field. Third hit of the night for Lindor. Absolutely night and day from yesterday. Unreal, but it's the Mets, so nothing's out of imagination. Here's Soto. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Scored a run. Emmanuel says, let's go. Outside. 1-0. Who's a beast? Lindor? Ronnie Enriquez getting warmed up in the Miami pen. Right-hander. In for a strike, 1-1. 07th, game going fast. Not really. We're 2.5 hours in. Let's show some heart. The 1-1. In for a strike, 1-2. All that momentum they had was given back tonight, unless they come back. Yep, you're right. The sweep will be meaningless, especially with what the Phillies are doing. Yep. The 1-2. Man, Soto. What a waste, man. This guy is so not clutch. When is the last time Soto came up for us in a big spot? We're getting a pitching change. Batting less than 250. I mean, his career, he's a 280 lifetime hitter. .280 lifetime hitter, averages 35. Well, he's got the home runs, but 280, and he's batting what, 245 for us? I mean, come on. And he says, I'm disappointed. Play so good against the Phillies, can't do anything. We come back, Mets, we can do it. Andre says, Soto definitely not worth the money. He's played horrible this season. Another useless Soto at bat. All that money is being paid. Unreal. John, have a good night. I'm going to slam my head on the wall. Don't hurt the wall. The mic was in Soto's eye. Here's Pete. He hit a 2-run home run last time to tie the game at 4. Everyone tell John to ask Pete for 31 now. No. Ronnie Enriquez. 59 in the third innings. 2.58 ERA. Right down the middle, 0-1. Pete lines running the center field. 2 away. That'll bring up Nimmo. He's 1 for 3. He hasn't, Mr. John. Although the game I went to on 8-6, he prevented a no-hitter. Only thing I've been impressed with. I'll never forget being at Citi Field. Epic. Had a dream Soto hit a home run, but the trash truck woke me. Beltran, Lindor, and Soto all down first years with the Mets. Ground ball to short. Over to first. That'll retire the side. We go to the 8th. Jason says, slam your head in the wall. I'm going to run through the wall when I get home. You might as well just do it at the hospital because you'll be there again. Soto still has time. Yeah, 14 more years of this. We'll see who they bring in here for the 8th. You'll assume he'll opt in after 5. Yeah, if he keeps playing like this, won't you? if it tells Lee I'm out. If we're still paying Bobby Bonilla. Yeah, but that was different ownership. If it tells Lee I'm out. Please don't go. I'm begging you to stay. Isn't that a song? The thing about long-term contracts you don't know is they'll keep up intensity. Soto, so on clutch. Smash them free subs and hit that like, says Charles. Yep, Mets hit the ball right at people. The Marlins hit worm killers and produce runs, right? Herget's still on the mound. Yeah, why is that name familiar? Who's Bob Apodaca? Why is that name familiar? There's a strike. Quickly ahead 0-2. Old pitcher for the Mets. Yeah, bring Bonilla in the pitch. He's still in the payroll. Can't be any worse. And that one lifted out to center. Mullins is there. 1 away. Pitched for us in the 70s. Y'all are old. Apodaca was a Met. Outstanding coverage. Great play-by-play. You're the ultimate professional. My humble opinion. Thank you, Charles. He was a closer back then. Oh, that's who they said was coming in. He had bad acne. 70s is crazy. Apodaca pitched and was a pitching coach for us. Well, acne holds. Yeah, that means he didn't take care of acne when he was a kid. That's what that's from. And that one popped up. Nimmo coming in. He'll make the catch. 2 away. Yeah. Yep. Wow, they're actually catching the ball, Jimmy. Inside 1-0. Swung on a miss, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Jonathan says guilty. I have a few myself. What I don't like is I personally do not, but in for a strike 2-2. Or if I don't use acne face wash every day, I still break out like a 13-year-old boy. Called strike 3. God, I'm looking. First 1-2-3 inning of the night for Met pitchers. We go bottom 8, still 7-4. Yo, Bam is back saying, yo, PAS, Phillies win 19-4. Aaron Nola moves into third place all time in strikeouts for the Phillies. Yep, and how'd you do against us? Is it me? No, we're 4-2 against the Marlins this year. 4-6-3 double play. Mets, runs, hits, and errors. Very badly, he said. At least he can take a joke. Thank you, Bam. The Mets down 3. We'll have Vientos, McNeil, and Beatty coming up. Other games going on right now. The Yankees lead the White Sox. That's it. That's it for baseball tonight. Wow, light schedule. Ray says we had a left fielder in the 70s called George Theodore, a real long drink of water he was. They called him the Stork. Yes, we do. We do play each other on 9/11 next year. Here we go. Bottom of the 8th. Mets still down 3. It's right down the middle. 0-1 to Vientos. Getting late. Need lots of runs. Down low, 1-1. Wanted the Rockford Peaches to beat Racine. You know, did you know another women's professional baseball league is starting next year? The 1-1. Popped up. Foul. And the catcher will make... No, he does not make the catch. The Vientos, that's an E2. On my birthday next year. First the Yankees, he said. The Mets will never play on my birthday. Steven says 14 more years, I'll be 87. Ray says he'll be 84. Who remembers Don Hahn? Charles says a bird sitting on a tree is not afraid of the branch breaking. On the branch breaking because its trust is not on the branch, but on its own wings. Always believe in yourself, says Charles. Look at she could care less about the game. Oh, look, I look so cute on the camera. Look. Swung on a miss, 1 away. I'll be 75, says Gina. I agree with this statement, Jacob. Every year should be Yankees Mets. I agree on September 11th. And Soto will be batting 084. It's like, what's baseball? Here's McNeil. He's 0 for 1, but he went 0 and 1. McNeil gets so upset. Dude, you swung. The baseball playoffs are being played on my birthday, October 9th. Nope, not mine. That one lifted foul down the left field side, 0 and 2. Squirrel has rabies. Who would have thought that Stanek would have pitched a scoreless inning out of the relievers we used? And this is true. Down low, 1 and 2. Well, John and my fellow Met fans, I got a long drive. I'm leaving Danville Hospital. Got to be up at 4. Good ride home. Gonna keep you on, but be able to talk. Go Mets. Down low, 2 and 2. Jason, glad to hear your son is doing better. Prayers for a speedy recovery. The 2-2 to McNeil. And he swings at a pitch down low. This team's got no fight tonight. No fight tonight. Once again, not the fact that they're going to lose tonight. It's the fact the way they played and losing tonight. And a ground ball, base hit up the middle for Beatty. A 2-out single. That'll bring up Mullins. Don't forget, everybody, Jonah Tong making his debut tomorrow night. Up high, 1-0. It almost feels like that the Philly series kind of went down the drain looking at how they're playing tonight. Keith says, too bad no one else could get on base for Beatty. 1-0 to Mullins. And this pitcher's complaining about something again. Yeah. Jonathan, that's funny. Feel free to send them to me, though. The manager should have prepared them for a letdown. Yeah, I don't. Down low, 2-0. Mullins. The manager should have prepared them against letdown. Jason says, thank you all. Take care. No, send it to me in a text, dude. Not in one by one in the chat. No, I'm not gonna try to guess. Down low, 3-0. Mendoza should have played the same lineup he did against the Phillies. It did go down the drain. All that work with Philly, and after tonight, and for a strike, 3-1. Tonight we will only have gained one game. No, two. Yep, 2 games. The 3-1. Swings at ball 4. This team has no patience, man. You take a walk there, you bring the tying run to the plate. The 3-2. That one hit out to center. Caught. A diving catch. If he doesn't swing at 3-1, we get the tying run to the plate. But once again, the Mets don't get blue base hits. On the bright side, the Reds suck. Not really. We still have 3 games with the Reds. Weather update from the Nassau, Bahamas. 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Expected low of 79. Charles says partly cloudy skies. Humidity's at 74%. No rain in the forecast. Winds out of the east at 8 miles an hour. Yep, got robbed but should not have swung at ball 4. Just a letdown. Yep. They can't bunch up hits, only errors. Swing at ball 4, then he's going to strike out. Agreed, Darren. Mullins should not be playing. Oh, that was such a waste of a trade. I hope not. Jonathan asked if they feel obligated to play Mullins. I hope not. Obligated by who? Obligated by Stern's ego? Maybe. That's a good possibility. Herget's still on the mound here. Watching the highlights, I thought Mullins would be great. He's major disappointment. And chopper foul, 0-2. Outside, 1-2. A lot of things out of Baltimore are disappointment. Little number past the mound. And Beatty can't make the play. Mets are winless when trailing after 8 this year. Hopefully everything will still be okay. And that one lifted out to center. Mullins is there, one away. Jonathan says, first player I see smiling after a strikeout. I'm tossing my phone. Manny says, thank you for your chat. Highly appreciate it. Let's go, Mets. Just guess to show you fans in the stands don't win games. Exactly. And pushes a bunt foul, 0-1. Well, Sharon predicted 26 subs tonight. Carla 31 and Frank 28. We are officially at 42. 42 is tonight's number so far. Why Diaz is not trying to close the game? Because we're losing? Correct. Fouled off at the plate, 0-2. The fans are devoid of emotion. Now, all the people, I bet you a lot of people said, you know what? Oh, Tong's pitching tomorrow night. Here, you take the Thursday night game. I'm going Friday. Tomorrow night's crowd's going to be electric. No matter what happens with Tong. MLB The Show audience is more charisma. Outside, 1-2. Thanks. Mets need to win the They need to win the rest of the games. David. K-Man says, hi, John. How is Miss PAS? She's good. She went to bed for the night. Fouled off. Still 1-2. 3 of 4, yep. So as much as this one hurts, if they can still come back and get the next 3, it'd be exactly what they needed to do. Outside, 2-2. And that one hit out to right. Soto a couple steps back. 2 away. Jonathan says, hopefully this time tomorrow we're all laughing. Just got back from store, and what happened besides Miami scoring runs? More errors by the Mets. More bad defense by the Mets led to more runs. Fouled off, 0-1. 5 of the Marlins' runs tonight are unearned. Sharon says 42. Wow. It's now 43, actually. The 0-1. And that one lined foul, 0-2. Don't forget their pitcher needed to run for nail polish. Nope. The Mets did not play well defensively tonight. If they put the Yankees and Mets in the same division, I mean, that would be horrendous for baseball. Agreed, John. I have to take 3 or 4, yep. And that one ripped foul. We'll do it again. Still 0-2. Yeah, basically you missed the defensive dumpster fire. Don't know much about Tong or Sproat, but do you think Tong was ready to come up? I do not. I personally do not. But the Mets feel like he is. So only 2 starts in AAA. The 0-2. Called strike 3. Got him looking. So Herget actually comes in and goes 2 1/3 innings. keeps the Mets within striking distance, but we go to the bottom of the ninth. It'll be Senger, Lindor, and Soto. I'm sure we get a pinch hitter for Senger now. My fault, guys. I wasn't watching live. Jimmy's been calling for a Met walk-off all night. What do you mean horrendous for baseball? Dude, people would lose interest. If it was the Mets, Yankees, Red Sox, and Phillies in the division, people would lose interest in that. Those fan bases would lose it. Eventually, people would lose interest. You're not all making the playoffs. Is there any way to send you pics? I'm getting gas now at Sunoco in Danville. What side are you on? What side are you on? Yeah, there's my email address for the channel. Gina says, I'm so sad. Understandable. You'll have to copy and paste that email address, I guess. They don't let you click on it. Calvin Fauché, the closer here, 50 innings, 3.42 ERA, 12 saves, and 17 opportunities. A hit as good as a homer right here, says Elgood. Agreed. And it will be Marte, the pinch hitter. Let's go AARP. Jonathan, I would have brought Marte in earlier. I would have too. Oh, you guys took pics with the Mets hats on today? And for a strike 0-1. Need base runners here. Just get on base, everybody. The 0-1. And Marte crushes one out to center. But caught. And went away. Yeah, realignment's going to happen. But I think they need to do a little bit better job of breaking up the East. And they should move Miami out of our division. Our division should be the Phillies, Mets, Nats, and Pirates. Should be our division. It's past the 8th. We're in the bottom of the 9th, Caps. 0-2. Oh, good says, come on, we just need base runners. Runners definitely needed here. Let's go. The 0-2. Bounce in the dirt. 1-2. I know we are, Big John. Just what happens when we're down. 8th comes around. We lose. The Mets do not have a comeback win from after the 8th inning. The 1-2 to Lindor. Swung on a miss to the ball in the dirt. So it's tough to get frustrated with Lindor, who's got 3 base hits tonight, but you need to be patient here, dude. You're down 3 runs and you're swinging at a ball in the dirt. Yeah, well, then you're not paying attention. Realignment talk is everywhere. Get it back tomorrow. Yeah, exactly. Mets are down to their final out. Soto coming up. Thank you all so much once again for all the new subscribers. We're up to 40. We got 44 new subscribers tonight. Welcome in. Caps, thank you so much for going above and beyond to support the channel with the 5 gifted subs. I mean, this is getting ridiculous with the Marlins pitch comm issues. Thank you, Charles, as always. Charles says thank you for support and contributions on the PAS network. Go out, make sure you support other streamers tonight. We're not going to redirect. We'll let you guys go decide wherever you want to go watch some other live streamers. A lot of guys doing some college football tonight. Thank you, Gina. And ground ball a second. Backhanded the throw over to first. And the ball game is over. 5 unearned runs for the Marlins tonight. And the Mets fall flat. 7-4. Barrio says tomorrow we're going to win. Jonathan says see you tomorrow. Gary said it. Sloppy. Yep. On the way out, everybody, make sure you hit those thumbs up. Consider subscribing. We'll be back at it 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Jonah Tong on the mound for the Mets. Looking to rebound after this dreadful loss. Thanks again, everyone.